How have you started?
The Deputy Chief Justice, Richard Buteera, started the day inspecting both the Anti-Corruption Court Division and the International Crimes Division of the High Court as part of the 3-day National Court Case Census. The exercise, which comes a decade after the last such census, is being conducted simultaneously in all the courts countrywide for 3 days.
Need this census, so each court should work on its census. For the fact that that is their cases, they should know which cases they have, which cases are concluded, which cases are pending, and at the end of the day, we compile our data for the whole judiciary.
The Secretary to the Judiciary, Pas Bigirimana, says the exercise is intended to guide the judiciary about where to exert efforts based on the challenges.
The agonizing, finding out what the problem is in terms of cases pending. And then after that, we analyze, we validate, we verify, validate, we now deal with the cases.
During Buteera's inspection at the International Crimes Division, the judicial personnel revealed that they were living under constant fear of their structure being blown up, as the structure also houses explosive exhibits but without proper storage facilities.
Because when you see, we are at the ground level. So if anything would go wrong, we'll bring down the whole building. So we have raised it severally. There's minutes and letters to that effect, but it has not yet been addressed, and yet we cannot also separate ourselves from that kind of exhibit.
Justice Buteera challenged as part of the remedy to the absence of a proper storage facility for explosive exhibits that it should be left in the custody of the security agencies. However, Hatanga explained that demands by the defense team necessitate the storage of the exhibits within the court premises.
There are some, especially for example when the case is coming up, there are instances where the prosecution will insist in bringing it, or the defense attorneys will insist that we want to compare what was recorded off-site, that is what is now being exhibited. So for those moments, we have to, but when it comes to now the trial, there are instances where it can be a serious cause of conflict, especially given the high turnover of the advocates.
She also decried the absence of appropriate translation equipment for derailing the trial of Jamil Mukulu, the incarcerated leader of the rebel group, the Allied Democratic Forces, suspected of carrying out heinous attacks on Uganda. Mukulu was arrested in Tanzania in 2015 and was later extradited to Uganda, where he faces charges of murder and crimes against humanity. His case is said to require simultaneous translation of several languages.
Jamil Mukulu's case has 8 languages: Arabic, Kiswahili, Lingala, and all that. So just one sitting, you can imagine interpretation running through 8 people. It prolongs, it brings a lot of logistical challenge, but that has been a challenge, because now if one interpreter is not available, we can't have a sitting, and you can't employ resources until you're really ready and prepared.
It's actually not expensive.
Requisitions and told quotations we have prepared, and so the contract, what is it called? The Kikabi Contracts Committee to do the whole
It is
thing.
being worked on.
But it is expected that by the next decade it might be easier, if not unnecessary, to conduct case census given the digitization of the court systems, enabling the filing and tracking cases until disposition. Presently, the electronic court case management information system is limited to a few courts. Jackson Onyango, NTV, in Kampala.